Yeah, I mean, everybody already know how I feel about Staley. He should have been gone a long time ago. Um, they couldn't fire him after the 2000 when they lost. When they it was like they started with the Raiders with that when they go home loss, and now they getting blown out by the Raiders. But they couldn't fire him after that loss because it was his first year. He made the playoffs his first year. But the signs was on the wall because it was right there. All the fourth down decisions, all the bad end decisions. And then they gave him another chance after the Jaguar loss, which is their mistake. So now they here now, and the franchise is a mess. I was reading today, they $45 million over the cap. All their stars are old except for Justin Herbert, pretty much. It's looking like Eckler, if he's not going to be what he was, looking like he's overpaid. Like so, it's like it's a bad job. I mean, you got Justin Herbert, you got a top five quarterback, so somebody's going to want the job. But it's a franchise that's not looking good right now. And I think they messed themselves up. They should have been fired Staley. You don't blow a 27-0 lead in a playoff game and get to continue coaching. You're not Belichick. You're not Tomlin. You're not one of those goats. You don't get to do that. He should have been gone.
Yeah, the writing was on the wall when I saw Keenan Allen, who's been battling through injuries all year, but he always showed up on Sunday, always fought through the injuries, especially when they mathematically still had a chance. Justin Herbert battling through injuries all year. The writing was on the wall when Justin Herbert opted for surgery, shut it down. Seems like Keenan Allen's getting ready to shut it down. That team quit on Brandon Staley, and rightfully so. We shouldn't even be here to this point. Last year when they lost to Jacksonville, all four of us said that man has to go. He shouldn't even be able to fly home.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did he fly home, he got a vote of confidence. He got to do this all over again. He got to go through another offseason. They had to sit through his training camps and listen to that bullshit. And now we're here. Waste of time, waste of a year. The cap situation for them is not great. So they fired the GM too. So
Yeah, sure.
now the new GM has to deal with aging, underperforming vets. Got to deal with being under the cap or over the cap, I should say. Got to deal with a frustrated Justin Herbert and a team at the crossroads. I mean, it is in LA, so that's the silver lining. Beautiful stadium so far, beautiful. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. They got to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, Nick alluded to it. They 45 million over the cap. When you look at some of those prime cap hits, they players that's past their prime and they can't stay healthy. You look at the 2024 cap hits: Khalil Mack 38 million,
Ooh.
Joey Bosa 36 million, Keenan Allen 34 million, Mike Williams 30. I'm rounding, obviously. Mike Williams 32 million, J.C. Jackson, he not even on the team. That's 20 million. And Derwin James and Justin Herbert both commanding 19 million, almost 20 million. So how can you even build around? How can you even get some youth build around Justin Herbert at this point? I don't know. I think it's just it's a bad job. It's not going to be an attractive spot. It's going to be tough to build, but I think Herbert's good enough he's worth it. A head coach going to go out there and take a chance on him.
You see the reports that said
early
Belichick
rumors
of
of Belichick.
Yeah,
early rumors of Belichick. Early. Is he the GM too? Has he lost those privileges?
I know what Belichick though. I like the fit, but he's going to have to adjust. I know he's in his 70s. He's had a lot of success doing things the Patriot way. But if you're going to go to a different team, you got to understand that not only is it 2023 going to 2024, you're going into a whole different environment. This ain't Boston. This ain't the dreary East Coast. This is LA. You're going to have to free up a little bit. You're going to have to smile. Like, you can't be all rigid and I'm living in LA. This is LA, bro. Like, I think he's going to have to give a little. It can work, but he's going to have to look in the mirror and adjust some things because he wore down everybody in New England. I don't think a lot of those players are bad. I just think they're worn down. In addition to the fact that he can't draft. So the people he brought in, the youth guys, they just not like that. But, the vets that are there, I think they're talented. They just, just tired of the same old rigid coaching, rigid having standards. He's going to have to free up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not saying you got to go to work and it's party all the time, but you want to You want to work in a free and loose environment. And if that environment isn't free and loose and you losing, like you can't compound those things. So
like we going to Rodeo tonight. That's happening.
Hey, coach,
you're gonna have to come with us or accept it.
Coach, we outside. And there's no curfew.
Mr. Child.
Yeah, nah. So, on the other side, and rumors are rumors, you gotta take them with a grain of salt. But I don't like seeing after your team puts up 63 points that they're considering on bringing back John Gruden. Mark Davis, if you do that,
the Fitz don't get the job at this point in time.
Come on, yo, what a nigga got?
It's clearly malpractice going on. That
like what a nigga got? Yo, I just put 60. I don't care who's on the other side. Yo, you put 63 points up on a division rival. Bam.
I mean, but just how the team responded to him also. Like you could tell they engaged. I mean, take out the poor Sean last week. They've been engaged in almost every game. They've been attentive in every game. And he seemed like a good coach. He seemed like a good leader. They're not making a lot of mistakes. They're not a lot of pre-snap penalties. That stuff is kind of being cleaned up now.
Yeah, hopefully he's earned a shot at it, and hopefully he gets that. But Brandon Staley, I don't think you'll ever be employed again, bro.
He'll get a job. He'll get a job. Yeah, he'll get a job.
What? How?
Yo, somebody's gonna bring him as a defensive coach somewhere. He's gonna be a defensive coach. He probably is a brilliant football mind. He just don't know how. I mean, everybody not paying out to be a football coach.
Quality control.
I hate football coach.
His resume is a little lacking. He got to get the Sean McVay, Aaron Donald stimulus
Jalen
package.
Ramsey. Yeah.
He wasn't even doing that for that long. To be elevated that quickly, and then to have this much rope that he had. He not only like did he have enough rope to hang himself, but he was on the rope for a long time. Like he was resilient.
His whole time, and
like you ain't dead yet.
It was like, yo,
like Captain Jack Sparrow.
Like yo, you should be fine. I mean, it goes back
just hanging and
right.
All right.
What the year that they played y'all when they came here, Nick, you went to that game, and just small little things of travel. Yo, they left the night before. Little shit like that. They landed the same night. They landed the same day of a cross-country game.
Didn't they say they landed like 10 o'clock and the game was at 1 o'clock?
No, we smacked them.
No, we smacked
y'all
them.
smacked them.
Oh, you talking about that regular sport?
Yeah. That was a jet lag game. Like you couldn't even blame the players. Yo, we literally just landed in Baltimore.
Yo, they interviewed them at halftime. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Like, hey, yo, y'all getting y'all asses whooped.
I'd be like, no comment.
How do you feel going into the line?
Nobody told Amazon either. I would have told
him
no
what? No because you know you getting fired.
He said we're
right?
better than this. I'm like, are you?
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
But
he had no Tomlinism. He had nothing.
I will say it goes to show you. Justin Herbert is pretty valuable, right? Like you can say whatever you want. Oh, he's not a winner. He doesn't elevate them. Well, shit. I ain't never seen this with Justin. I ain't never seen this.
Nah. He keep you competitive. That was a skull drag.
Maybe the team around him, named, albeit they got the names, maybe the team around him some shit. Just saying.
One last thing before we get out of here. Like, just imagine giving a young defensive mind like y'all DC, Mike McDonald, D'Amico Ryans. You tell him, yo, you get Joey Bosa, you get Khalil Mack, you get Derwin James, you get at the time JC Jackson. You get those guys.
Khalil Mack with that cap hit. I get your point, but he ain't gonna be there next year.
I mean, no, they
just saying in general.
Something. I'm just saying, I give you those players to have a defense, and you take your mind, you take your scheme, and you can get exotic with all these players. And no, it just didn't happen. If he coaches again, he gonna have to go to the college rank.
Yeah,
he better be a quality control coach.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yo, go get my coffee.
An advisor.
But we'll see about 3-4 years.
You know, he gonna land.
We're gonna Google Brandon Staley. He's gonna be a defensive coordinator somewhere.
Oh, he's part of the club, yo. Don't worry. He gonna be.
He just shouldn't be. He didn't earn
there you
that
go.
at all.